Alright, this is a Platinum 4 Hecarim game. First, let's start off with Hecarim's runes here. So, Conqueror, definitely be going Conqueror. Presence of Mind, this is super interesting. I can maybe see why you want to take this. Like, yes, Hecarim is pretty mana intensive, but Triumph combined with, which I'll talk about here as well as Coup de Grace, you actually want Last Stand here. And Last Standing plus Triumph, Hecarim is absolute king of turning fights that look unwinnable. So like Hecarim's like 20% health, and because Hecarim has such consistent damage with his Q, you can win fights like 2v3, like 1v2 very, very quickly with these two runes. So this is like his core strength. You're sort of throwing this away by going Presence of Mind. And Tenacity is definitely good, especially against this team. You can switch that out for the attack speed, the Alacrity, but in general, Tenacity is good because then it also gives you flexibility to build Ninja Tabi, which is the armor boots, which is I'll be building this game as well for Caitlyn Yasuo's a lot of damage. So let's jump into this game. I also want to say that Hecarim is probably one of the best jungle champions for climbing to at least Diamond. I'll go over this VOD, especially around jungle pathing, but Hecarim is one of those jungle champions that can get absolutely out of control, and there's like no stopping Hecarim. His clear speed is super fast. He's a super fast champion with his E, and he becomes tanky and like a bruiser, and he has AoE damage. So he has like this full package. He does have weaknesses, especially like in the early game. He's versing like Lee Sin, Jarvan, like they can super out pressure him, but you want to focus all in on your strengths, and you will hard carry games. I mean, you know, all the way up to like even Diamond 1 if you're good enough. He takes Ghost. Ignite is the way to go. This just again adds the extra like skirmishing power. Ignite Smite. Ghost is good, and yes, it sort of works well with your E because the faster you are, the more damage you'll do. But Ignite is just better. You already have that E. E is sort of a Ghost. And Ignite is just going to come off cooldown. You're just going to slaughter people, especially this Eve. And Eve, you want to be absolutely pressuring in this game. So I've got a bunch of notes here, which I'll be glancing out a bunch, but let's play this out. So out of base, you want to be going straight to here to defend your red. I think Hecarim DC'd or something, so he is coming late out of base. But straight out of base, you want to come here. You stand like in this position, like here. Let's clear this here. And you can see them if they walk there. You can see them if they like went like all the way around here. If they invade, like just walk out, and like maybe you can go to their red. But I mean, you know, this team's probably unlikely to invade. So let's continue to play this out. And I'll also be putting the link to the best runes for Hecarim in the description below, and I'll be posting it on my website as well in the blog post that goes with this review. Alright, so it looks like Hecarim starting blue, which is a huge problem. This is going to cause a lot of issues in the game for Hecarim, because Hecarim, he's clear in terms of HP. Because you're a melee champion, you're like tanking a lot. You don't have the red buff for that extra HP, that extra clear speed with the burn for the red buff. So this is big problem. Especially, I mean, it's not like you've been invaded or anything. Like, always start red. I'm going to make a separate video, which I'll do a follow-up video from this, and I'll also put that in the blog post of the 2 best jungle paths for Hecarim. One starting blue side and one starting red side. These are like pretty much the best paths for efficiency. And again, Hecarim just wants to get 6 as fast as possible. So you can watch that, but we'll just be going through this as this Hecarim does and talk about, you know, what Hecarim could have done better given this game. So he gets the bot leash. I can maybe think that, so the mindset is obviously my bot's here, so I get a stronger leash on red, but that's not the case. You're actually impacting your jungle so much by getting this blue buff. Hecarim wants to kill AoE camps, not Gromp. Gromp is the Hecarim's worst camp. So you just don't want to be here at all. I mean, I mean, the better thing to do here would be go blue wolves, but actually just ignore that, forget that. You watch the video that I do on the best jungle paths for Hecarim. It will, I mean, you can see right now Hecarim's already at like 30% health. He hasn't popped potions, but this is causing trouble for Hecarim, especially once he starts on red buff. Alright, so let's speed this up. Go to my next point. So doing chickens, raptors. This is Hecarim's best camp. Best camp here. Gets it really easily with Q. You can just keep hitting the big one. Don't ignore the small ones. And again, as you can see, Hecarim is just really struggling with the jungle. Being like this low health in the jungle, like this is limiting your like scuttle. Suddenly, like becomes really risky to get. You can't really get scuttle. Golems, you're probably not going to be able to kill. You do have smart, so you can probably, but you're gonna have to smart this red buff. So even golems is harder. You're just gonna have to, you're gonna have to base like now. That you have no option. If there's a free gank right here, you cannot gank it because you're gonna be like on 10% health. Same with mid. So you're essentially throwing all jungle pressure away in the early game. Staying healthy in the jungle early is really, really important. And you can do that just simply by just clearing camps better, you know, clicking your buttons a lot better. So this is so incredibly risky, especially knowing that Eve started bot side, because bot, you would have seen them leash this. So this is, you're literally on like 10% health. And Eve is here. Like, I am running this way. Like, see you later. I know you have smite, and yes, you can get smite to heal this up. But like, you need to like, just back off right now. Like, she has, you have no vision of her. She's like Wing you her right now. Like, I mean, you should be dead here. Especially if you don't smite this now. Okay. So again, this is emphasis on how strong Hecarim's early game is. If you had Last Stand and Ignite, she's dead right here. But again, like, I'm not saying that this is the right move. You should not have gone for this Scuttle Crab because you're so low health, and you're lucky you're versing an Eve. And to be honest, you're lucky that Eve should be on Scuttle by now. Her clear is not good. So now so again, very, very, very lucky here. You top year, like, had no idea where it was. Like, it's like everything was just played into your cards right now. So we don't want to be playing that way. League of Legends. League of Legends, we want to be smart, calculated, follow the rules, and we will win games. So yeah, as you can see, again, another problem of starting blue buff. You can't even get golems here, which is forcing to base, which is really, really bad. Golems gives the most experience in gold in the game as a camp, and you want to be close to golems right now. And this is, again, going back onto the jungle path that I'm going to show you. You need your second route of golems coming up in like the next minute or so, and you haven't even done one yet. And this gives that camp gives you the most experience in gold, and your objective is to get to level 6 on Hecarim. Okay, so let's go to my next point. Speed this up. With your build here as well. Okay, huge mistake I'm going to point out first, and I drill this in all the junglers. Buy pink wards. Always buy pink wards on base if you have the money. You go for longsword here. You're probably trying to get more damage or something, but getting the upgraded jungle item is your priority, like 100%. That is going to help you clear the jungle much better, like stay much healthier, and which has so many flow-on effects. You're suddenly not low in the jungle. You can have opportunities to gank. It's never ever good to get longsword here, ever. Always upgrade your item first and buy pink wards, please. So again, you're stuck to go into this camp now because you couldn't clear it. And this is sort of really messed up the timings and everything. Like, this is the worst case scenario. When you kill this camp, you just want to be hitting the big one and just letting your Q kill the small ones. Don't hit the small ones. Just kill the big one. The small ones will die. That's Hecarim's strength for jungle clear. You kill the big wolf much faster. You actually save more HP because the big wolf does the most damage, and that's hitting you less because you're going to kill it faster because you didn't kill the small ones. You didn't take your time to auto attack them. Also, mindset for Hecarim is getting timer on this and killing enemy chickens as much as you can. Ideally, once they can get it, you give it to the Eve, her firstborn, but contest this like absolutely hardcore. Obviously, you're going to need to worry about mid lane, like having priority and stuff like that. Sometimes it's going to be risky, but have the mindset all the time thinking, how can I get chickens? How can I get chickens? How can I get these raptors in the early game? I call raptors chickens. That's something you'll notice. Okay, so you go for a gank bot here. Alright, so let's play this out back a bit. This is a mechanical mistake. So the best way for Hecarim to be ganking is obviously with his E. Once you get close enough to them, you can knock them back. So ideally, you're always running and knocking them, trying to knock them back into your team as much as possible. Walking, running, using your E and running down this side. You're going to knock them here, but you're not. Then they don't have. They have a lot more space to move here versus if you knock them back here, suddenly they have to run all the way back. It's pretty much like a guaranteed kill. So Caitlyn has flash here, so pretty much you're just gonna burn her flash. But again, the way you want to be walking is running here, hit her back, but she'll probably flash it, and then it's not gonna matter. But just in general, that's the way you need to be thinking about how to gank as Hecarim. That's your best ganks. And, I mean, this could be probably is pink warded right now. So, maybe couldn't have walked through here. Yeah, it's not. So, that's fine. But, best gank scenario is you, walk down here and you knock them back. Again, doesn't matter too much here because you just got to burn her flash anyway, and that's fine. So, your team is flashing after her. She's definitely going to escape. Alright, let's jump to my next point here. Okay, so you also need to be thinking right now, where is Evelyn? Okay, they just commit. Caitlyn, so this is a huge mistake by Caitlyn. She knows you're still bot side. She should never be chasing this. Alright, so this is a jungle tip as well. So when you're moving back into the jungle like this, it's pretty obvious you are. So you have to think the enemy jungler knows where you are. So think about, alright, so enemy jungler knows where I am. What is she now allowed to do on the other side of the map? And the answer to that is she's probably top side. You know that she's probably not bot side because you have vision here and she never fought you bot. Now risk huddles probably, I'm not saying that she's going to take it, but most likely she's going to, this is free for her now. She can do whatever she wants. Which, to be honest, as a jungler, you don't want the other enemy jungler to doing whatever they want. So that's why you always want to be going in and out of vision as much as possible. Base, reset. Make sure that you keep confusing them where you are on the map, because that just allows for gank opportunities, and you can even catch enemy junglers off guard because they're like, hey, he should be bot. Oh no, he's here. Oh, it's Hecarim, I'm dead, you know? Okay, so yeah, it looks like she is topside. She just got Rift top scuttle. And also with that information as well, hey, she's not bot. This is where you can take control and impact your team as well. It's you know, danger ping, Riven. Danger ping, Zillion. And again, I want to highlight again, you don't have the jungle item. This is the reason you're this low health, is because you haven't upgraded the jungle item. It's never worth to get longsword. It does less damage to camps in the long run. And you're not staying healthy. So again, this is really risky because Eve still hasn't showed up bot side. You're blue spawn, and Eve she knew that you're blue spawn. So I mean, there's only one thing for you to be doing right now. Either you're basing and you're going to be in this topside jungle. So it's I'm not saying not to go here, but actually I am. Don't go here with this amount of health. But yeah, you probably should have based and come back here, to be honest. That's the best move right now. This is super risky. Shouldn't be doing this at all. Okay, literally on cue, Eve is here. So again, this is not by chance. Eve has information and she's executing based on it. And you're making the mistake of being too predictable as a jungler. Number one cardinal thing of Hecarim, using ult defensively is the worst thing possible. I want you to literally slap yourself on the wrist every time you use Hecarim ult defensively. Hecarim ult does damage. Yes, you're going to have to use it defensively at this point. It's better to trade your ult than giving a kill. But, yeah, you cannot be, that's worst case scenario for you. It's never worth it for Hecarim. To take the risk of going into this jungle and be hey, maybe you're thinking, oh, I can get out of You know, even if Eve's here, I got my ult to escape. Like, you can't be thinking that way at all. It's not worth it. Alright, my next point here. So, when Eve's done this to you, you need to surrender topside jungle. So, she now has full control here. There's nothing you can do about it. You've just burnt ult, so you're significantly weaker. Eve didn't have to burn ult. I know Zillion's here, and like he's trying to help it. Mid's going to have push, so Zillion's going to have to react to this mid wave. And Zillion's not going to be able to 1v2. So, what you want to be doing now is going straight into her bot side. She doesn't have red. You saw her, she didn't have red. So, go trade sides of the map, take this pressure dragon, put pressure on Evelyn. She's top side. Yes, she's going to get your red buff, she's going to get your golems. That sucks, but you walk in here, they're going to be gone. Like, there's just no point walking back here. So you decide to come back here. And, I mean, here, I don't think she's going to be able to get it in time. Okay, so think of this as not good. You've gotten incredibly lucky. Like 2-3 seconds later, this red buff is gone. So I mean, still, I would say still go into her bot side. You know she's top side. You're fine to go into a jungle, take her entire top side camps. That actually stuffs her more than she being top. You know she has information. She actually wouldn't know if you're going into here at all, and you're pressuring bot side, and you can potentially get jungle if she decides to go for this dive here or something like that. So it's just wrong being on this side of the map. There's no reason for you to be. And especially with like Riven this low health, like there's nothing, you can't win a 2v2 here. So you go back onto red. Take a look at my notes again. So you're still topside here. Again, like there's nothing for you to get topside here. You cannot kill Yas with your Riven on this amount of health, and you're not even full health, and you don't know where Eve is still. Go bot. Clear your golems. Just like you should not be thinking to gank this at all. And again, golems you need to be clearing as much as possible. This is the most important camp. I want you to become best friends. I want you to study all the lore about golems. Golems is the best thing for a jungler. I love golems. If golems didn't exist, my life would be much worse, honestly. Alright, so you're going for a mid gank here. Again, really risky. Don't know where Eve is. Eve is master of counter ganking. And you're going topside again. And what's worse right here, and I'm talking about predictability as a jungler, you've said to Eve right now, hey Eve, like, I'm going topside. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can get dragon. You can go bot. Like, I don't have much camps here, and Yas is there. I can ping Yas back. You need to be unpredictable as a jungler. Think about what your decisions are doing, how the enemy jungler is gonna react based on that. Again, you're looking at top. Look at Riven's health. Riven knows he can't help. Okay, I like that you like sort of tried to get there. I mean, you probably wouldn't have knocked him back in time, but I like the approach. But again, you're just not going to kill this, and you've just burnt ult again defensively. So 2 slaps on the wrist for this game so far. That is how you like get kills and like win these fights. Okay, actually, also I just noticed as well your build here. This is what we call a KFC variety bucket. I know that Triforce is a hugely important item, but the upgraded like warrior, like finishing your jungle item, the jungle item for every jungler is the most effective item for a jungler. Like you get cooldown reduction, the AD, like for its gold, the item is amazing. Love that item. You should love that item. I want you to worship the warrior upgraded jungle item. Then you can build Triforce. And what's worse about this is when you were in base, you didn't... Let's actually have a look back there. Let's go way back when you were coming from base. Where was it? Okay, yeah. I need to hammer this as well because I have a feeling you didn't buy a pink ward here. So, yeah. You have the gold. You went the KFC variety bucket option. Get pink wards. Pink wards win games. Okay, let's jump back to what was we were at. We're about here. So bot's getting damaged right now. You're trying to go for a mid gank again. Successfully get the kill. Okay, wait, what happened here? Let's go back a little bit. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, alright, so let's play this back out. So you see Eve bot here, they actually like Eve ganks and they kill Eve. And you're doing like Raptor camp right now. So you have so many options here. Like obviously gank mid is okay, and like let's say gank mid, this is fine. Do this. There's no chance for Eve to counter gank. And then now you want to be going straight for objectives. Like Dragon is up. Actually, no, go straight into her jungle. Check her camps. Again, remember that mindset. Raptor camps as much as possible. Raptor camps, you can literally get this in like 2 seconds. Get Raptor camps, get Dragon, help bot side. Pressure bot. But what you do here, and this is the worst thing you can do, is go for wolf. So right now, Eve just made a huge mistake. And you're like, oh, it's fine, Eve. You know, we're jungle buddies. You can like, you know, I'm not going to counter jungle you. We can, you know, just call it even. Like, you know, this is all good. You're putting no pressure on Eve. You're not making Eve make decisions. And when you're pressuring the jungler to make decisions, that's when they make mistakes. And they can get caught off guard. But right now, you're just letting her do whatever she wants. You're letting her get every camp. Eve, like, sort of like outscales, like, Hecarim in a way. Like, Eve late game is really terrifying. She can, like, just one-shot everyone. Hecarim's strength is mid-game, like this situation. And again, like, you're taking so much damage from jungle because you haven't got this upgraded item, which is just hugely limiting what you can do in this game. Alright, so you didn't get Dragon, huge mistake. Dragon is, especially a Cloud Drag, like this, like, even though people are like, Cloud Drag, whatever. Drag's a drag, it's a tiny advantage. Move speed's awesome for Hecarim, move speed's awesome for your entire team. It may be a little bit, but it's little things that make a difference. Alright, so now you're going back to your blue. Again, like this is just really just low pressure. You're playing too relaxed gameplay right here. And Eve is just doing whatever she wants, because you're allowing her to. So you see bot here, you go for this gank. And now Eve's here and you are dead. So you're going to lose Dragon. This game's starting to look pretty grim. So I also want to know, like, you're 3-1 right now. So like people would say like, oh, like my team sucks, man. Like I got 3-5, but I want, when watching this, like, to really emphasize like how much you could have done to absolutely. You should be 2 levels ahead of Eve right now, just getting objectives, out of control. Like you're literally taking over the map right now. So they get drag, you go topside. Yes, this is the best move right here. Okay, but you can be pushing this way further. You know, Eve just got drag. Go into her jungle, take her camps, then you can go do your jungle. Like, she's not going to be able to walk in here and just take this after you've taken this. Like, take this, punish her for being bot. Like, yes, she got drag, and that's good for them, but make her force decisions. Now she's suddenly like, oh, well, like I can't go top. Like, oh, Hecarim probably stole that. That means I need to be bot. That means you know like where Eve is. You can tell your team, hey, back off. So again, you're just relaxing doing these Raptor camps. Not what you want to be doing at all. You're just letting Eve off so much. You might as well be on a beach in Hawaii at this point. Alright, so now you look like you're going to blue. No. Rise is getting pressure mid. You're sort of looking at top again. Like top's looking pretty hard. Pretty hard to gank here. Oh, do you have Triforce right? Okay, you have Triforce right now. Okay, that's fine actually. I didn't see Triforce. Sorry, that's definitely gankable. All right, so Now you're just hovering around. Okay, so again, like, top's dead. Mid's pushing, like, take their jungle. Eve's bot again. Alright, rift. Like it. Good decision. You identified Eve was bot, and now you go for Rift Herald. So in this time, you could have gotten, if you didn't clear your jungle here, you would have gotten all her camps here, killed mid and Rift, and probably killed top. Doesn't that sound much better than just a mid kill and like Rift Herald? And the thing is, you had the information to do that. You knew Eve was bot. She literally just kept going bot. Okay, so you're trying to go for a top gank again. It's okay, but bot, like, you really want to be trying to break bot tower, like, at this stage. Getting bot tower first is like the best objective, because you have two units on the map, two people that suddenly can go top and then get this tower. Like, this is like optimal mid game macro stuff. So always think like bot is like the best if possible. Sometimes you've got like a Yumi or something like that, and bot's pretty hard to gank, but any you've got CC, like, you can kill them, especially a Bard and a Kate, like, they're pretty squishy. Alright, so pink wards is still an issue. I don't think I've seen you place a single pink this game. Like, pink gives you vision control of river equals pressure on enemy, and information for your team, keeps your team safe. Really important. Pink wards win games. So bot's in a bit of trouble here. You're looking. You don't know where Eve is, so I wouldn't be going on this at the moment. Okay, they're trying to TP fight top. You're still hanging around bot. Not sure what you're doing here. This is pretty far away. I think you're trying to use Misfortune as bait. Okay, as soon as you see Eve top here, bot lane will probably know that you're, unless they've seen you on a ward or something like that. Like, if you don't show up to this fight, bot lane knows to play defensive, and like, hey, Hecarim's probably bot. So there's no secrecy here. Like, I know, like, again, I like it, you're trying to be unpredictable, but there's no secrecy here. Use Rift, use them 3 committing top, go get mid right here. Push mid wave, pressure, make them react. Force Eve to get Eve off her beach in Hawaii and be like, hey, wake up, I want you to play this game. Instead of her just relaxing, just killing camps, doing whatever she wants. So you're wasting so much time here. This is like game losing stuff. Now they have all this opportunity to come bot for you guys now. So you've wasted so much time. They've literally been able to walk from top to bot. And you've got no objectives off that. So they got 2 kills and everything. I mean, you kill Rise here. This is super risky. You saw Eve. This is real risky stuff. Just pay attention to where Eve can possibly be. Okay, and there you go. Literally on cue. So yeah, it's not like you don't have the information to make these decisions. And this is what I want you to be doing, is having these rules that you follow, this information about like risk and, hey, enemy jungler knows where I am. I should probably, like, ask yourself 3 questions. Can the jungler kill me? Does the jungler... So first question is, does the jungler know where I am? Second question is, am I stronger? Can I, like, 1v1 the jungler? And third question is, can my team help if I can't? Ask yourself those questions and you'll, like, not die to those situations. Okay, I haven't looked at my notes for a while. I've skipped all that. Alright, 1950 here. So you go get red, and now you're forced to waste Rift right here. So, I mean, you're not going to get anything off Rift, and I mean, you could have used that Rift again on mid. And the reason you had to use Rift there is because Rift was running out of time, so he had to just do it there. So you've essentially wasted your 30 seconds on Rift as well. So lots of wasted time in this game. Okay, so now you are top. Your team is here. Miss Fortune is backpinging. She's doing the right thing, but you need to be backpinging as well. Tell your team, hey, I'm not there. This is a 4v5. They 6,000 gold up. Obviously, you don't know that, but you know that they have a significant advantage. This is never going to work for you. You have no vision of their entire team. Assist your team. Help your team. League of Legends is a team game. And like again, like here we go. This is all going to happen on script. So now you're just trying to defend here. There's no way you're going to defend this with 5 people alive and 3 of you dead, and Hecarim has no range, so I would be like just ditching this and like just get your camps if possible, and then like maybe look for a flank if they overcommit to this tower. Like there's nothing you can do here. It's actually good you telling them where you are, because they're like, oh hey, Hecarim's useless. So you try and go for a flank, but again, super risky. I like that you walked back. Out, you have no vision in topside jungle. Risky stuff. Okay, so Eve just gets to assassinate you there, which is pretty bad, especially with Baron being up. It looks like they want a base. They're still fighting. It's really scrappy by them. Looks like they still going to keep chasing kills. They don't want to do Barons. This is good for you. A+. They didn't use opportunity to probably get Baron there. Looks like you're going top for Rise. Okay, I do like this. Push out mid. Pushing out mid is really important for you to be able to then be able to walk in and get vision. Having mid all the way here is really hard for you to secure top river control and vision control in your jungle. So like this, you didn't decide to walk into your jungle blindly. Rise is just overextending here, so this should be a free kill. That was pretty well played mechanically, waiting for Rise to just ult there. Force him to jump into the ult. Get on going. So again, think, alright, Eve knows where I am. This is scary business. Alright, and... okay, so look at your team. You're walking in with no vision. Ah, there's Eve. Eve knows where you are. And dead. And you die, Baron gone. That's the unfortunate burden that we carry as the jungler. So, yes, this is not looking good. And the way the game looks like right now is they get this Baron and end the game. Alright, so, a lot to learn from this VOD. Key points. So, jungle path, which again I'll make a separate video for, and I'll put that in the blog post and description of this YouTube video. This will, like, absolutely, like, change your life in terms of playing Hecarim. Runes can be modified, optimized, like much better. You pretty much have like one way of going runes for Hecarim. Trinity Force, yes, good item, but you need to get your jungle first. That is a better item, efficiently, cost-effective wise, than your Trinity Force. And the other one was like you let Eve do whatever she wants this game. You need to be, as soon as you see her on the map, think about what can I take. Jungle objectives. Make sure that she's not having a relaxing game. Put pressure on her. Make her force her to make decisions and make her own mistakes. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this was helpful. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a lot of these reviews, so I've got plenty more to come in the future, and I will see you guys in another video.